Good evening and welcome once again to the Trafford Sports Dome from Manchester. I'm Dave Lomax and welcome once again to Basketball Championship action round 25. Tonight's game between the Manchester Giants and the Surrey Scorchers. Surrey Scorchers came here in November and that was the start of a mini run for the Giants where they managed to score 3 victories in a row. But since then they've only had one victory. And that included a loss down at Surrey in a return fixture just by 2 points in early January. So 2 close games between the two sides. Giants will be keen to get another win. They've only had 4 victories so far this season, so very keen to get another win under their belts. Surrey Scorchers, mixed fortunes, not been able to get a long streak together, but higher in the table, they have 10 victories. 1 or 2 changes in personnel since the last game from both sides' point of view, so it'll be interesting to see how they match up today. I'm joined once again by James Gordon, General Manager of the Manchester Giants. Welcome, James.
Hi, Dave.
You were at the Surrey game down there, and that was a close game which Giants, I won't say threw away, but circumstances led to them losing that game when it looked like they could have won it.
I think you should say threw it away, Dave, to be honest. 16 points up. Surrey only had six players on that night. It was a heroic effort from them. I think 4 of their 6 did the full 40 minutes that night. Giants were picked right at the end. Obviously, you mentioned a little bit of controversy in there as Donatas Visokis was ejected from that game for 2 unsportsmanlike fouls, when actually he was probably having his best game for the Giants, and it was perhaps a result and a performance that was indicative of a team struggling and a team at the bottom of the league.
This is one of 4 games taking place tonight. Also games at Sheffield, where they're taking on the Glasgow Rocks, Newcastle, where they take on the Church of Phoenix, Worcester take on Leeds Force, and London Lions take on Plymouth Raiders. We'll try to keep you up to date on those games as well as we progress through this one. We're about to see the starting 5s coming out.
Okay. March Madness. Manchester Giants versus Surrey tonight. Game time. Big shout out to Pat Hawkins in the building. Yes, DJ. Warm and easy.
Starting 5 for the Surrey Scorchers: number 4 Jordan Williams, number 5 Quincy Taylor, number 8 Khalil Irving, number 15 Teo Ogundengbe, and number 35 Chaz Rollins. Starting 5 for the Manchester Giants: number 11 Callum Jones, number 15 Richard Bell, number 9 Donatas Visokis, number 4 Jarell Okorba, and completing the lineup, number 14 Harold Probo.
Harold doesn't get many starts, but he's a player that doesn't let you down.
Game time! Manchester Giants versus Surrey, game time!
Visokis with the tip. So the first offence goes to the Manchester Giants. Callum Jones in control of the ball.
Callum Jones with the ball. Plays the turbo.
Jarell Cora looks for the 3, can't even find the basket. Quincy Taylor. Off to Williams. And Teo Ogundegbe with the first points of the evening.
I feel like we say it every time we're on, but a good start is so important for this Giants team.
Little reverse layup by Callum Jones doesn't find the net. Visokis with the rebound.
I think you could probably look at the last 3 games here, Dave, as a fair indication of where the Giants are at, and they're going to fall behind by another 2 there.
Quick breakdown.
The last 3 games, should say, was the Cheshire game where the Giants absolutely blew Cheshire away in the first quarter. You then had the Leicester game, which was a lot tighter, wasn't it? And Giants were able to stay in the game and make a real go of it against Leicester. And then the Leeds game,
Okoro off to Trobo. In and out of the ring, doesn't drop for him.
Leeds got a massive lead, didn't they, in that first quarter? So you've had them 3 different types of games here in the last 3 weeks, or the last 3 games that we're here. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. 4-0 so far to the Scorchers.
Trobo, strong drive and dunk. Certainly meant to finish that off. As you say, Trobo not one of the regular starters, so keen to make sure that he gets good use of the court while he's out there.
It's a good finish. One that gets the crowd on their feet early doors.
Number 8 for Surrey, Mr. Irving. Two shots. Let's make some noise, people.
Jordan Williams goes to the line. Only shooting 40% this season from the line.
Practice them shots some more.
Gets the second one. Clem Jones once again bringing the ball up court for the Giants. Richard Bell in the far corner. Little hook shot, gets his own rebound. Fouled on the way up.
Richard Bell playing free of the face mask he's been seeing in him recent weeks after a broken nose.
Foul not given. Just will be Giants' ball. It's Richard Bell, you say, broken nose in the Leicester game a month or so ago. His shooting percentage went down while he was wearing the mask. Callum Jones saying that there was basket interference.
That was a great block by Irving. Yeah, I think Richard told me that he can barely see when he has the mask on, which is perhaps one of the biggest things you need playing professional sport.
First one no good. And the second one misses as well. Giants ball. A couple of the Scorchers players giving their hands on it.
I think it come off Williams' back. I think that was the last contact that I saw. I'm not sure how that stands up to the rule.
Callum Jones drives. And he'll be going to the line.
Giants are struggling to find the net, aren't they, at the moment, with these chances? Irving's got a cut lip, I think, here. Creon having a word with one of the officials.
Gabe McCrayon.
Yeah, I think Irving's going to go back to the... Where's he going? I think he might be going back to the change room for that one. It looked like a split lip to me.
Callum Jones also misses from the line. So that's 0 for 3.
Irving trudges off to the dressing room.
So Giants now up to 3, just trailing by the 2 points. Ball rejected by Trobo.
get from both ends. You get enthusiasm, you get athleticism.
Ball out of Trobo's feet, so it remains Scorchers' ball. Rollins in 2 minds whether to shoot or pass the ball inside. Jones this time gets the layup. Ties the game, 5 apiece after just over 2.5 minutes.
Rollins was asking for a foul of some description in that play. It wasn't forthcoming.
Richard Bell gets the rebound. Rollins commits the foul.
Rollins is still talking to an official about that earlier incident.
So a chance for Giants to take a lead for the first time in the game. Visokis thinks about the 3. He has managed to score 1 this season. Very unlike him to be shooting 3s. Visokis gets the ball inside. Gets his own rebound and puts it away. As you said, Visokis had a very strong game down at the Surrey Scorchers in January.
Yeah, I think he scored 10 points in the first quarter or something like that. He absolutely destroyed them on his own almost, and then it all unravelled in the second half.
Richard Bell picks up a foul. That's his second.
That was a good rebound and a good finish from Bell at the other end.
Oh, put back.
A bit wild from Teo.
Way away. Richard Bell, 2. Probably a good job that he hadn't been substituted by Yorick Williams. Foul called on Visokis.
7-point run Giants are on.
So Richard Bell comes in to replace. Richard Bell goes out, replaced by Yorick Williams. Yorick's not been able to play much this season at all. This is only his 9th game. He's had back problems, and it's kept him out of an awful lot of games, and that's disrupted Giants' rhythm. Last game he played here was against Leicester, and
there as well.
Slipped there on the floor, come down badly on his back. Oh, he doesn't look too comfortable, but not writhing as we've seen previously.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the season, Yorick, he wasn't anticipating playing very much, and then obviously with this slow start that the Giants had and injuries, he ended up playing a good few in the early stages, and then hasn't played a great deal since.
3-pointer.
He of course played enough to get the 1,000 3-pointer, was it? Phenomenal record.
And then the Leicester game, he just threw up too many 3-pointers. He hadn't played for several weeks, and obviously not got his range. I think he was 1 from 12 in that game. So Cam Jones going to the line once again. 1 from 2 so far this evening. 77% shooter normally from the line. And this time sinks both from the territory stripe. Holding called on number 12, Yorick Williams. Sam Toluwasi coming in, and he replaces number 4, Jarrell Okoro. McRae shoots a long 2. Yard hands off to Trobo. With a jump shot. Scorchers quickly with the ball down court again. Quincy Taylor pass it out. Number 12, McRae missing.
Yorick's not being happy since he came on, and him and Rollins, is it there? Rollins having a little bit of a to-do and a little bit of a protest, and the foul's going against Yorick here, I think. Not sure what.
Well,
he went to the bench and signalled 12.
12, yes.
Not sure what's happened here now. Has he given a foul against both of them? Surrey should be going to the line here, I think. Yeah.
On the line for Surrey. For the foul.
There's all sorts
Yes,
of
referee
confusion.
just
Number 35 on the line for 2 shots.
told a mistake of what was happening there.
Yeah, I mean, he signalled to the table, didn't he, that 12 was foul, and then
Then gave the ball for a Giants sideline. Pointed out to him that Scorchers should be going to charity stripe as Giants have committed 5 fouls. And they are there, they've missed the first. And the second.
no real support, no Surrey presence for the offensive rebounds there at all, which seems a little naive.
Talawasi fouled as he went to the basket. Talawasi with his first point of the evening. Makes them both.
15-10. 10 on the ball for Surrey.
Williams. Ndombi. Finished off inside by Rawlins. Nice little assist by McRae on that play. Talawasi going for the 3. Rings it, but bounces out to a Scorcher's hand. McRae very quickly down court. And goes coast to coast.
Very hit and miss, Talawasi. Some games you feel like you can't miss from that range.
Surrey making a game of it. Count of clock and play. Less than 3:50 in the clock.
Williams looks for a 3. Sinks it. Well, if he can find his range, certainly that's a big difference to the Giants.
Good rebound from Trobo.
Talawasi with a step.
Oh,
Turnover there by the Giants.
what Surrey? I thought they'd gone a bit too elaborate with that one there for a second.
Teo Okundembe finishing the move off.
Bit sloppy that last defensive play from the Giants.
Yes, a third turnover. And that has been a big problem for the Giants, the number of turnovers they have committed in the games. So 2016. Offensive foul.
Substitution by Surrey.
Williams replaced by Ocharobia.
Enters number 52.
And Albert Margai comes in as well. Lassie with a three.
Again,
Again, rings that.
lots of room to line that up. Missed again. That's 2 out of 2. He's missed.
Margot Teo. Travel on Otrobia. Dean Wanless replaces Donatas Visokis, and Sam Lane comes in to replace Callum Jones. Sam Lane having increased time in the last few games and been playing well, particularly in the 2 games against Phoenix. Coming out with more confidence.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned it on the commentary before that, you know, when Stephen Gale came in, maybe Giants would have been better served giving Sam Lane a bit more game time.
Foul called on Margai, pushing off Yorick Williams. Called on the second attempt.
I think trouble follows Yorick around.
Margai saying all I did was put my hands up. And one of them into Yorick's face though. So Yorick Williams at the line. As they're also now at the strike for any further fouls in this quarter. Scorchers are also in the penalty. Yorick Williams sinks them both, takes him to 5 personal. Sam Lane putting a little bit of pressure on Margai as he brings the ball up court. Ocherobia put out of court, so it's a Giants end-line ball. Fortunately, stepped out before he was fouled. Coro goes left. Ball quickly put round. Yorick Williams rings that one. McRae. Margai. Finished off by Ogundembe.
So Oazi screened out the game there. And that's what created the space for Scorch to score.
Yorick looks for another 3. This time sinks it. So 25-18 as we enter the final minute. Sideline ball to the Scorchers.
Yorick top scoring for the Giants with 8 points now. Including 2 threes. Has he got his eye in? Are you saying, Dave, he's got his eye in this week?
Yes. So he overdid it in the last Leicester game, but when he's hot, he certainly can pile the points on very quickly. So once again, Scorchers will be at the line, shooting 2. Ocherobia misses the first one. Sinks the second one. So that's only 1 from 6 from the line. Sorry, 2 from 6 from the line for the Scorchers. Coro with another turnover.
Wild from Okoro. And the Giants' 6-point lead is under threat with 30 seconds to go. Second, what we end the first quarter.
Ocherobia ball inside, stripped by Wanless, but illegally. So Ocherobia will be going to the line once again. again misses the first one. Has been the second best scorer from the line for the Scorchers this season. Previously shooting 78%, but only 50 tonight. So 17 seconds left. So Giants have the last play of the game unless they turn the ball over once again. Foul call on, I think, Ogundembe. So York will be going for the line.
There's a bit of confusion again here. Creon's wondering what's going on. Giants can't decide whether Trobo's coming on. Teo's hanging around on the sideline, and Creon.
In the middle of all that, Yorick Williams misses his first one.
9 seconds left of this quarter.
So Trobo will replace Yorick Williams for the last 10 seconds or so of the game. Or this quarter, rather.
Teo on for Rollins. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're talking about here. Did that last foul get called on Teo?
Well,
because I thought the ref signalled number. Oh, I don't. Oh, on. Who's sat down now? Teo has not even come on again. This is Nicolau. Well, it's been a bizarre.
Ogundembe and Irving both have 2 fouls. We can say that.
Oh, and that's wild from Quincy Taylor.
Giants ball, 1.6 seconds left, so there's a chance for a Hail Mary play here. Giants not setting it up at all. Trobo gets the ball off.
Not far away.
Not too far away, so we end the first quarter with the score 26 to the Giants, 20 to the Surrey Scorchers. Leading scorers in that first quarter. For Giants, Yorick Williams has 9 points. And Callum Jones has 6. And for the Surrey Scorchers, Gabe McRae has 7 points. Teo Ogundembe has 6 points. So, solid performance from the Giants there, where they were looking all right, but really do need to make sure that they don't commit as many turnovers. That has been the main problem, as we say, for the Giants so far this season. Also, putting 2 quarters together and not letting the opponents come back strongly in the next quarter after they perform well.
Yeah, we've seen it a number of times here, but to be fair, the 2 previous meetings between these 2 sides have been close and good games. I'm just seeing what's happening here. Creon's having a word with the table officials on that side.
So elsewhere we have in the second period Sheffield Sharks leading the Glasgow Rocks 33-29. Very close game between Newcastle and Cheshire Phoenix, 27-26 in favour of the Eagles. And Worcester Wolves 43 against Leeds Force 18. So Scorchers get us underway in this second quarter.
26, 22nd quarter. Giants sticking with a man-to-man. Great defense by Sam. Switching on the defense.
McRae has gone out of bounds now. foul.
O'Gray was pushed by Trobo.
Marga is asking for the, is it 2 from the line? It's not. It's an inbound play. Oh, trouble, yeah.
Travel by Okorobia. Sokis goes back to the bench. One less comes in.
Well, Wanless's first involvement is to give away possession when he didn't even have possession. Two fouls in the first 25 seconds of the second quarter. Good finish from Williams.
And he's fouled, so he'll be going to the line for the extra point.
So that's 3 fouls in 31 seconds in the start of the second quarter from the Giants.
Team Wanless replaced by Usman Baba. Williams successful. Trobo, back to Jones. Jones looks to get inside. Can't make it. Out to Tolawasi. He goes baseline, but also can't get to the basket. Trobo with the 3. Way short. Okoro gets the rebound though, and finished off by Callum Jones. In the end, a good move by the Giants after a poor shot by Trobo.
Very tidy finish from Callum Jones.
Foul called on Harold Trobo, I think. No?
No, it's against Jordan Williams, I think. There's more confusion. I've never known anything, never quite known it to be like this. Creon again looking perplexed on the sidelines. A few Surrey players similarly looking perplexed, and now
Yep, you see, it is on the Giants player.
Now the officials have, like you say, have given it to the Giants. Sorry, to the
Given
Scorchers.
it on the Giants, yes.
Usman Baba is on the court as well.
So, end-line ball to the Scorchers is the result of all of that. Trianos replaces Harold Trobo. McRae out of court.
No comment about that one, Dave, from me.
Callum Jones out to Trianos. Trianos to Okoro. Tries to get the ball inside, but another turnover from the Giants again. Ocherobia goes strong to the basket. Rolls round. Williams misses the bunny jump. The foul on Tolawasi.
Great defence from Ocherobia.
A timeout called. So Giants still maintaining their lead. Not quite sure how on the performance that they put up in this quarter so far. 28-23 in favour of the Giants. I think we've only had the 1 point scored. Is it this quarter? No, tell a lie. 5 points.
5 points.
Yes.
it's been a little scrappy. Giants getting into a bit of foul trouble at the start of this second quarter, and that's contributed to a disjointed.
The Giants committed 10 fouls, and as you say, I think 4 of those have been in this quarter now. Harold Trobo sitting down with 3 personal.
Yeah, Teo and Irvin have both got 2 for Surrey. Dean Wanless is on 2 according to the official stats. And he's not spent an awful lot of time on the court.
So Williams at the line. Gets them both, takes him to 6 personal. Callum Jones off to Okoro to get the ball over the timeline. Trayanis thinks about a 3. Okoro goes to the other side. Ball fed into Jones. Little spin move. Once again, Giants can't get the ball to a player inside. Okoro.
Trayanis was open, but Giants couldn't quite find him.
Foul called on.
Called on Okoro.
Yes, I think that was a fair move. I think that was the right call.
Baba looked very sheepish, and it was Ashrobi, I think, who hit the deck. .25 in the Giants' favour. Going to the line now. Yet more confusion. Yorick this time speaking to the officials. He walks away with his head in his hands.
McRae goes to the line for 2. Is the result of all of this? No, it isn't. One referee says, I know who was foul, and it wasn't you. It is the person you said.
It was
Ocharobia.
It was Baba who fouled Ocharobia, but I think the personal foul's gone on to Coro. And well, it's all gone a bit crazy.
Yes, it's getting chaos out there. Coro pulls down the rebound off the second attempt on the free throw line. Jones trying to get the ball over, does so. Sam Talawasi slows things down. Talawasi goes left.
Had to get away there. The shot clock was running out. And that 6-point lead the Giants have built up in Q1. He's under threat here now. There we go. Ocharobia ties the game at 28.
So Giants outscored 2-8 in this period. And yet another turnover, but they managed to get the ball back this time. Baba with a little bunny gun finishes the move.
Okoro managing to atone for his error almost immediately.
Strong move backing in from Williams. Jones all the way to the basket, lays up for the 2. Takes him to 11 points.
Great play from Callum Jones, who was recognised by the BBL in the stats column last week. McRae's well open but misses.
Baba.
Great play, great pass from Talawasi, good vision. Baba finished it off. And a good response from the Giants to the game being tied.
Little spin, but Didn't make it. Steps out the court, so it's a Giants end-line ball.
Yorick getting ready to come on.
Yorick Williams coming back on to replace Sam Tolawasi.
Couple of changes for Surrey as well.
McRae sitting down.
Oshirobi has gone as well, I think.
Margai in.
And Rollins is in as well. A strange game so far, Dave. Bit of a strange one. Giants 34-30 up. Neither side really got into much of a rhythm.
Okoro foul on his way to the basket.
Teo and Rollins.
Two Scorchers put their hands up and say, no, we didn't foul, but
Rollins' body language. Margai's having a word with the official. Rollins having a word with the official. They're basically making that point that, well, they just stood there with their arms up. There wasn't much else happening.
So Okoro's at the line. His first visit there this evening.
Teo's pointing to his foot now.
And in fact, that's his first point of the evening. So Giants out to a 6-point lead again. Restored where they were at the end of the first quarter. Teo from the corner. Too strong. Oh, Baba fouled on his way up. Once again, the Scorchers looking totally perplexed, saying, what?
Baba doesn't get many minutes, but he's making his presence known in this one.
I think that foul was called on Quincy Taylor. So Baba successful with the first of his free throws. Second one just rolls away, but Trianis underneath the basket.
Oh, good block.
Callum Jones can't convert.
Rollins might have got a hand on that.
Okoro nearly up with the steal.
Oh, a bit of confusion.
And finally, ball put away by Rollins. I don't think Scrappy really does it justice. I think it's far worse than that. Okoro!
Okoro on cue. Well, Surrey, of course, won't want to drop points here, as they look to make sure they're in the playoffs.
Foul called on Rollins, charging foul.
Giants out to 8 points now in front. Rollins sits down for another foul, and Irving back on.
Yes, Scorchers have had some really good wins this season. I mean, they had a very good game against Glasgow Rocks last weekend. Previous weekend, the televised game against Plymouth Raiders, where they destroyed the Raiders, where people thought it would certainly be a close game and going in Raiders' favour.
Well, I'm sure the night after Giants, after we were there at Surrey, the night after they went to London and won with a bench of 7, which winning at London's a fair result as well. So they're clearly a capable team.
Can't put the ball away at the 2 attempts there. Trianis goes down court. Once again, Baba finishing the ball off for the Giants, takes him to 7.
Clever play from Trianos. Oh, and Teo snuck in at the back with a dunk. Good vision from Williams. Teo, unnoticed, finished well. Baba's hobbling a little bit now.
Williams out to Okoro. Okoro can't get the ball at the first attempt and therefore loses the momentum for the 3-point shot. Taylor goes all the way down court. His first points of the evening.
Nice finish. Taylor.
Yes, just picking up what you were saying about the Scorchers. They beat the Giants by the 2 points in that game and then had a 1 point victory against London Lions the following night.
Yeah, and they were so short bench that weekend as well.
But we have seen teams with short benches doing very well this season. You could say the same about Phoenix. Now, whether it's a case of the referees are a bit more reluctant to call the fouls if you've only got 6 or 7 players, it's debatable.
I'm always a fan of, I think, if you're honest, the fewer players you have, the more tight-knit they are, the more they gel, the more they play well together. I'd certainly be an advocate of a smaller bench rather than a larger one. And you could argue that maybe that's the problem Giants have had a little bit this season. They've just, Yorick's almost been like a kid in a sweet shop some games. When actually, you need to keep faith in the guys you've got and try and get them pushing on for improvements.
So Richard Bell come back in for the Giants, replacing Okoro. Jones with a jump shot.
Teo hit the deck there under Richard Bell. He wanted a foul, but nothing given as Giants go out to 8 points.
Giants on the D. Mr. Bell locking him up. Great team by Bell. Pops it out.
Williams jump shot. Doesn't get it.
Oh.
Foul called on York Williams, I think. So Irving will go to the line because Giants are now in the penalty.
Number 12 enters the game. Mr. McGray. 2-shot missing. Nice!
And once again, not dropping for the Surrey Scorchers from the line. Only 50% shooting so far. And this is the second one. This time they do come up with the rebound. Ball goes out to Taylor. He thinks about 3, but goes driving inside. Misses the shot though.
Oh, Talawasi
Talawasi, yes, wide open, but nobody could see him. Or alternatively, Giants thought that they couldn't get the ball to him over the Scorchers' hands.
He was partly only free because Taylor hit the deck after hitting that shot. Trianos is desperately trying to get his arm free and gets the foul called against him there. Trianos was really frustrated at being held, I think, by Irving and has ended up having the foul called against him. So, much to his disappointment. Trobo's going to come
Trobo comes back in for Trianos. Now, because it was an offensive foul, Scorchers don't get the free shots. Trobo with the block.
Yorick making the point to one of the officials. Why didn't you see that? But the right decision was made in the end. A few heckles from behind us telling Yorick to get on with the game.
So Yorick Williams will go to the line. Surrey Scorchers also now committed 5 fouls in this quarter. Demetrius Nicola comes on now for the Surrey Scorchers, replacing Khalil Irving. So Yorick moves into double figures.
10 points tonight, Yorick Williams.
And the lead now out to 10 points. Just under. Oh, steal. Sam Talawasi looking for the television moment. Called for a charging foul.
Technical as well. So you go from having 2 points to conceding.
And I'm not totally convinced he wasn't actually given 2 technical fouls there.
Well, we'll soon find out. Again.
So, Sam Cray. With the one shot.
Surely there's another one coming, is there? There must be another one coming. If there was 2 technicals. No. Just the one technical then. It would appear. 46-37.
Williams spin move.
Nice turn, nice.
Does drop for him. Takes Williams to 10 points. Oh, lovely move by Okoro there. Great finish.
Got the spin on the ball. Help that in. Great play again from Jordan Williams. He's found a channel and he keeps going down it.
Okoro out to Williams. Williams sinks the 3.
Oh, it's the battle of the Williamses. Yorick adding 3 after Jordan Williams' 2.
Yorick has the ball stripped by Williams.
Great strip from Yorick. And a long pass. Oh!
Trobo can't collect.
I think Trobo was eyeing what he was going to do next before the catch.
So 45 seconds left in this first half. Giants up by 10. Cray, strong drive to the basket for the layup there.
The game clock just behind the shot clock. So Scorchers will get a possession back, regardless of what happens here. Well, they should. That's the Giants'
Ball thrown out. Off the Scorchers' hand though. So Giants have the ball with 3 seconds left. Not been very good at getting the ball up quickly on many occasions. This time Williams does get it. Trobo gets the final go and Callum Jones can't finish the move off. So first half complete with the Manchester Giants 51 and Surrey Scorchers on 43. 8-point lead going into that second half. Leading scorers on the evening, we have Callum Jones with 13 points, but Yorick Williams leads the way for the Giants with 14. And for the Surrey Scorchers, Gav McRae has 10, but leading the way for them, Jordan Williams with 12 points. Both teams in a little bit of foul trouble. Irving and Ogundembe both with 3 fouls apiece for the Surrey Scorchers. And for the Manchester Giants, Sam Talawasi and Harold Trobo have 3 apiece. Elsewhere, We are into the third period, starting the third period shortly at Sheffield, where they have a 3-point lead over Glasgow Rocks. Newcastle have a 6-point lead over the Cheshire Phoenix, and Worcester Wolves way in front against the Leeds Force, 19 in front at the halfway. We hope you'll join us for second half action here from the Trafford Sports Dome. Thank you so much so far. Welcome back to the second half of action between the Manchester Giants and the Surrey Scorchers. Manchester Giants with an 8-point lead going into this second half. A little bit confusion with the calls for fouls in that first half. We actually have Dean Wanless with 3 fouls and Yorick William with 3 fouls for the Giants. And for the Surrey Scorchers, Chaz Rawlins is on 3 rather than Ogundenbi. And the other one on 3 is Khalil Irving. So the starting fives coming out onto court once again. Williams, Taylor, McRae, Ogundenbi, and Ocharobia for the Surrey Scorchers. Howard Trobo looks for the 3 for the Giants. Teo quickly down court.
Oh, Bell.
Scorchers get to the rebound.
Richard Bell had it in his hands, lost it.
Teo can't get that, but Okoro comes up with the ball. Difference in that first half, shooting was very, very similar for both teams. From the field goals, it was 49% for both of them. Giants 59 from 2-point range and Surrey 53%. The difference really was the 3-point shooting. Giants had 4 3-pointers compared to Surrey's 1. And in effect, sort of that was the difference between the two sides. Travelling call there, so Giants get the ball back from the sideline. Giants also been to the line for 18 and scored from 13 of those, whereas Surrey Scorchers only scored from 8 out of the 16 trips that they've made. Coro no good. Visokis with the rebound.
Visokis was looking around there when that's a
Okoro
shot.
gets the ball again. Visokis thinks about doing exactly the same, but thinks better of it. Trobo has the ball from the... and drives in.
Great drive, great finish from Trobo.
First points of this half. Taylor spin move, blocked out.
Nice.
Ball out to McRae.
Nice pass from Taylor to McRae, and McRae finishes off.
Visokis once again getting the rebound. Trobo blocked, turns round, jump shot no good. Taylor drives all the way, loses the ball, and it goes off his hand, I think, or possibly his leg. Williams asking for more movement from the Giants. Richard Bell. Little jump shot. Bell with the rebound at that end. Again, Yorick Williams asking for more movement from the Giants. Okoro blocked out as he went for the ball. Landed badly.
Awkwardly.
McRae finishes the play at that end, but Okoro not moved from going down.
Giants pretty much.
I think he's just winded, but
he just landed funny. He landed right on the bottom of his back.
yes, feeling his back, but I think it was just the way he landed rather than actual injury. So floor all dried off.
Great job by Zika. Ball goes inside.
Coro into Bell. Bell backs in.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Foul call.
Bell backed in, and then the Scorchers player went down and took Bell with him.
Yes, I think that could have been called either way. Williams just explaining that as well to the referee. He backed into me.
Giants with the ball. 6:42 in the third quarter.
Trobo, long shot, no good. Comes up with a Scorchers ball.
Great play by Trobo, having a great game. Number 14 Trobo tonight. 2 blocks and 1 dunk. Defense.
Nice feed inside to Ocharobia. Quincy Taylor with the assist there. Jones. Trobo has the ball stripped. Williams drives all the way. Fouled as he goes to the basket by Okoro.
So tried to chip it again, 55-49.
So Williams going to the line.
Makes the first. 55-50. Pressure for the second shot. 2 for 2.
And the second.
Substitution call. Enter the game.
Kusakis replaced by Yorick Williams.
Surrey the full court press. Callum breaks it.
Jones spins to get the ball round to Okoro.
Inside. Plays it in.
Okoro inside to Bell. Bell to Jones. A little jump.
Having a good, consistent game, Mr. Jones.
Prey with a jump shot at this end. Doesn't get in, but
Good rebound from
the
Ocharobia.
rebound doesn't go in either. Ocharobia. Giants come up with the ball then.
Great move by Callum Jones, working that ball.
15 call for the foul.
Teo says to the official, "What did I do?" He doesn't like the answer.
Call for a nose butt.
Giants, 5:32 on the clock.
I think
57-50.
could quite easily have been called for flopping as well then.
Creon looks like Christmas is being cancelled over there on the far side.
Trobo looks for a three. Way off again.
Ball.
This is this one, number 14. Still having a good game. Put your hands together for number 14. Enter the game, Sam.
Trobo has only been shooting around 20% for 3 points this season. Not having much luck today. That's at least his third, if not fourth attempt at the three-pointer.
I think he's got a very good 2-point percentage. I think, Dave. I think he was up there, and he was certainly in the top 5 in the league at one point. That was maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Surrey pressing high.
No, he's only on 56%.
Giants, 14 on the shot clock. Count to Europe.
Yorick with a three. Trobo gets the rebound and flicks it back into the basket.
Talawazi, brilliant play. That was improvised. Only on 4 points, Talawazi. in this
Sorry,
one.
Talawazi, yes, not Trobo.
That's what we call a strip steam ticket. Whatever it is.
So end line ball. Surrey Scorchers. Three-pointer well short this time from the Surrey Scorchers.
Oh.
O'Connor, another turnover.
O'Connor with a fast break and then passed it to nobody basically. And Taylor.
Little flick there from Talawasi.
Nice finish from Taylor. And Surrey, they're one of them teams, they will never go away, they never give up. And this game will go right to the wire.
As you said, the game down at Surrey, Giants were up by 16 at one point. They've never had that luxury tonight. And it's back now to a 5-point game. Foul called on Margai.
That's his second, I think, after the... The table officials were over at half-time with a few changes. I think I make it a tails on 4 now, Dave, I think. Is that correct?
Ogundembe is on 4.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what I meant, yeah. Oh, got away with that. Yorick held on a bit too long, but got away with it.
Talawasi to Bell. Bell blocked.
Great block from Machirobiet.
Great block there.
And and it's been
basket tending. So back to a 3-point game.
Giants assistant coach Danny Byrne shaking his head on the sideline. Got that call.
Williams fouled once again. Foul called on Taylor, I think. Doc Williams goes to the line.
Creon's back having a conversation with an official now, and it's been one of them games. It just seems like we've just had foul dispute from both teams.
And only one technical, which certainly less than we would have seen some other referees we've had up at the Sports Dome this season. And elsewhere for that matter. Of course, we did have the technical over at Cheshire where one of our players was given a technical for putting his head in his shirt. Jones spin move.
Important period of the game here because Surrey could take control of this game the way the Giants are sort of crumbling a little bit. And Taylor,
Lovely little flick shot.
Taylor's starting to turn the screw a little bit, and Scorchers are back within one. Talawazi's pass goes out of bounds.
So how are your talks going with our local bakers over sponsorship?
Well, I'm waiting for you to put the tape together.
So, 2.5.
They'd certainly, sorry Dave, they'd certainly get value for money, wouldn't they? Maybe that's one that we could share with with the other teams on livebasketball.tv next season. A turnover sponsor. I think that'll go down well with the commercial powers that be at the league.
Yes. On the official stats, actually, the Giants are only committed 10 turnovers against the Surrey Scorchers 17. It seems an awful lot more than that. Once again, elsewhere in the fourth period, Sheffield have an 8-point lead over Glasgow. Newcastle are now trailing Cheshire Phoenix by 6. Worcester Wolves continuing to extend their lead up by 38 points.
London are 68-45 in front in the BBC game.
Yet another close game that being shown on a Friday night on BBC TV.
I think that's known as Sod's Law, Dave.
Of course, the BBC should have been here for this game.
Will now be on Good Friday against Cheshire. As Taylor puts one up and misses, but Ochirobi gets the rebound.
Fouled. So chance for Scorchers to take the lead there.
You just get the feeling certainly the last 2 or 3 minutes the Scorchers are starting to get a grip of the game a little bit. The Giants haven't responded yet.
It's only 8 points from the Giants in this quarter. Cherobia not having a good night from the charity stripe.
That's a tied game.
Only shooting 50% from there.
Tied game now at 59.
Jones marked by Taylor. Goes down the baseline. Ball out off a Scorchers player.
Taylor's just one of them players you feel could just go forever.
Once again, the table officials calling the referee over. Continuing now with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Yorick Williams.
Great rebound from Richard Bell.
Foul called on Richard Bell. For a little push.
Bit unlucky there, I thought.
I think technical call called on Harold Trobo.
Well, we make Trobo, Bell and Okoro all on 3. Solowazi on 4 fouls, so on my stats.
Trobo on 3. So Ockendemny goes to the line. He misses.
He's got
Of course, with it being a technical, despite the fact he's standing there waiting for his second shot, he only gets 1. So game tied. 59. Williams with the 2.
Scorchers lead 61-59. Is that the first time they've led since early in the first quarter? Oh, Solowazi looking for the foul, loses possession. And Taylor will bring it away for the Scorchers.
This Giants too busy looking for a foul call rather than putting the ball away.
Oh, and Nachirobia
Jones,
misses.
look at it.
Oh, Achirobian missed from right under the basket, and then Jones is called for.
Little unlucky there. He took
he'd been tripped, well,
didn't really get the rebound, knocked the ball, and then picked the ball up after it had moved down court.
I've seen a few of them called against Giants this season. Tolowazi is one of the main guilty exponents of that. Oh, that was holding against Callum.
Yeah. No dispute on that one.
Yeah, and Giants need to, well, they need to settle down a little bit. As Sam Lane comes on, Callum Jones.
Lane only had a couple of minutes so far in the game.
Margai, his first point.
Socky's out to Lane. Lane to Trobo. Socky's off to Lane.
Oh.
Rings the attempt to the three, and then picks up the foul, sending Scorchers to the line once again as they are in the penalty situation with 30 seconds left in this quarter, and one which the Giants will want to forget.
Well, I did call it when the Giants were 5 points up, and Surrey now find themselves 4 points up. They just looked, it just looked like Surrey were getting momentum and they were going to hit the front at some point. And it's going to be their game to lose, you feel, going into the fourth quarter. As Taylor makes 1 from 2.
Takes Taylor to 10 points. Williams, big three to settle Giants down a little bit.
Yeah,
it's his first points in this third quarter.
Scorchers were on an 8-point run until then. It's Taylor. Oh, look at that. Great.
Floats the ball in. So, end of that third quarter with Surrey Scorchers now 4-point lead, 66-62. Quincy Taylor in particular had a big quarter there for the Surrey Scorchers with 10 points. So, interesting to see whether the Giants can turn things round. We said earlier on that they normally have one bad quarter. If they can put it together as they did in the first two, then the Giants can claw this one back. But really it'll be a case of getting more composure in their attack and not drawing silly fouls.
Yeah, I mean, Scorchers have won that by 12. My maths is on the ball. They've had a 12-point turnaround in that third quarter.
Yes, outscoring Giants 23-11. Jordan Williams now the leading scorer for the Surrey Scorchers with 16 points. Quincy Taylor has 12. Gavin Cray has 14. Yorick Williams leading the way for the Manchester Giants with 17 points. Closely followed by Callum Jones with 15. Sam Talawasi having a very quiet game, only 4 points so far. So underway in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Talawasi's got the same number of fouls as he's got points. Isn't always a good sign of a, well, it's never a sign of a good game. travel against
Travelling
Williams.
called, yes. So Giants get the lucky break there.
Giants! Down by 4. Let's get behind your team now.
Jones to Trobo.
Takes it
Trobo dishes off to Bell. Puts that away.
Okay. Down by 2. Chip away at the net. Down by 2. Defense. Taylor on a shot. Playing good tonight, Mr. Team.
Taylor with the 3. So lead out to 5 points. I think that's the biggest lead that Surrey have actually had in the game.
Big shout to Charlie Hoff. 10 next week. Big shout to Charlie Hoff. Happy birthday to Charlie. Count up the ball. Pulls up.
Ooh, Coro rings it, but it doesn't drop for him.
69-64. Giants down by 5. Number 5, Taylor.
Taylor again with another 2.
Keeping him in the game. Got the hot hand in the fourth quarter. 71-64.
Takes him to 17.
Giants. Hey, come on. Giants.
Trobo looks to drive inside. Ball stripped as he went.
Foul call. Giants has the ball. Up to the hoop.
So end-line ball with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Richard Bell out to Williams.
York has the ball. Up to Callum. Callum pulls up.
Jones short with a little jumper.
I guess it's steal 2.
Harold Trobo gets the ball, stripping it away there for 2. Putting the
well.
lead down to 5.
He did well to get that. Wasn't quite
Trobo
sure how he
gets
ended
his
up with
hand on that one as well, stopping the ball going out to Ogundembe.
Giants have defensive end. 71-66. High pick made up for Taylor. Getting surrounded.
Cherobia has the ball stripped. Okoro out to Jones. Pass break down court.
Oh.
Jones can't finish the move off, but
Trobo rebounds.
Trobo gets the rebound.
Gerald to York. York pulls up.
Williams sets himself,
Oh,
misses the 3.
Taylor rebounds. Livening up a little bit here now.
Williams tries to get the steal, not quite, but
Got the
strips
ball.
the ball from Ocherobia.
And Giants will just settle it down a bit. Got a bit frantic there for 30 seconds or so. Giants 5 points down.
Coro looks for a 3. No good.
Giants back on the D.
Scorchers also slowing the offence down.
66. Coming in 7 minutes on the shot clock in the fourth quarter. Anybody's game tonight. Taylor pulls up.
Once again, 3-point and no good from Okendengbe.
Giants with the ball again, bring it down. Looking inside for Callum. Let's go.
Richard Bell looks for a 3, offline. Just hasn't got his shooting back again since his injury.
Well, Taylor at the moment's the only player who seems to be able to find the basket.
Foul called on Richard Bell. Sam Tolossi coming back on to replace Williams. McRae back on and Rollins back on for Scorchers, replacing Margai and Ocherobia.
6:66. 6:36 on the clock. Taylor number 5 having a great game tonight. He's up 2 shots to make. Make some noise. Makes the first. Up to come. Substitution.
Visokis coming back in to replace Richard Bell. So lead back out to 7 in favour of the Surrey Scorchers with 6.5 minutes left to play. Dished out to Jones. Okoro, Visokis. Callum Jones has his jump shot blocked.
Scorchers kept it so tight defensively in the centre there, and Giants just had nowhere to go.
Trobo called for the foul. That's his 4th foul. Can then be successful with that. But not with the second. Only 1 from 3 from the line. Jones out to Trobo. Trobo called for travelling. Well, we've seen a technical given from a stare before, so I think Trobo might have been a little lucky there. Trianas replaces Harold Trobo.
Wow. 8 points, the difference. Scorchers in front.
Tolasi marking closely.
Trianas does enough to put Williams off, and Visokis claims the rebound.
Oof, a little back behind the ball, behind the back pass.
It's worked out in the end. Trianas and Okoro go full court together. 6-point game now as we enter the last 5 or so minutes, and a foul called against Williams, much to his frustration, and well, that could have been a technical, Dave. Williams asking the ref what that was for.
Yes, it really does depend which referee has called things tonight as to what happens after the foul. Sam Lane replaces Okoro.
He's got a bit of room to go into there, and he does. Oh,
but dishes off, and Visokis can't
give it him back.
Get the ball.
Teo. Oh, yes. Teo's happy with that one, and that is a big score. It's a 9-point game now.
Trianas gets the ball to drop, looks for the foul as well, but he doesn't get that. But
Sokis close. Oh, and Taylor with a 3 from pretty much exactly the same spot as where Teo had just landed 1 moment earlier.
We said that was the difference in the first half, that they just weren't dropping from 3-point range for the Surrey Scorchers, but they've hit some big ones in the last few minutes.
And they have their biggest lead of the game now at 10.
Had 3 threes in this quarter alone. And Giants resorting now to putting up threes rather than looking for inside or really good shots. Williams strong to the basket for 2. So less than 4 minutes now. 12-point lead. Callum doesn't get the ball there.
Giants
Trianas finishes the move.
Couldn't get it in the basket. Trianas does. 10-point ball game now. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. It's going to be a tall order for the Giants now.
McRae no good. Giants get the ball.
Rushed about. Trianas and Jones.
Jones fouled. Lucky there because he was trapped just after the crossing the halfway line.
Certainly was. Giants fortunate, just as they were fortunate actually to carry the ball away there, because Jones and Trianas almost left it for each other. As Trianas exits for Yorick. Long two, no.
So Giants going to need to steal that ball and get some good shots if they are to make anything in this last 3 minutes.
Good turnover from Coro.
Williams didn't really have
Williams has got
set there, and
half of the court to himself.
Jordan Williams finishes at this end. So again, 12-point game into the last 2.5 minutes.
We've got timeout.
Jones with a little finger roll. So 10 points, 2 minutes 23 left. Tall order, but we have seen it done before. We've seen Giants come back from this before this season.
Yeah, we certainly have.
In the Newcastle Cheshire Phoenix game, it's now into overtime. 84 apiece at the end of that normal time. London Lions took that game 99-88, and Sheffield Sharks 98-90 against Glasgow Rocks.
Down by 10, 2:23 on the clock. Still time to get this game going. DJ Zika.
Callum Jones and Yorick Williams 17 apiece for the Manchester Giants. But leading the scorers for the Surrey Scorchers tonight, Quincy Taylor with 22 and Jordan Williams with 20.
Williams has got 10 rebounds as well, Jordan that is.
Big second half from Quincy Taylor, only scored 2 points in the first half. Teo thinks about the three, goes close to the basket, loses the ball, steps out of court.
Good hustling from Harold Trobo to force the turnover. And Giants really have to come away with some decent points here now.
Cam Jones taking the opportunity to let the ball roll up so the clock doesn't start. Trobo to Visokis.
Visokis loses it.
Can't control it. So we're inside the last 2 minutes now.
Giants. Defense. 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 Taylor puts up.
Teo with the three. It's his second three in quick succession. Trobo can't finish off at this end. So 13 points in the game. Looks like this one has been put to bed. The Giants come up with the steal. Okoro fouled. Once again, I think Giants a little lucky to get the foul there. It's Okoro is slipping, falling over as he was fouled. Some serious floor wiping needs to be done.
Yeah, they've called in the cavalry from the other end.
1:19 on the clock.
Well, it gives Giants a chance to decide what they're going to do to get these 13 points back, and more importantly, Surrey Scorchers also get the time to decide what they're going to do to stop it.
I'm surprised Trianos is not on the court, because he's the 3 specialist for the Giants. He was, of course, the catalyst for that memorable comeback in Worcester, which will undoubtedly be the highlight of the season for the Giants.
Well, I think the score from the Worcester game was wrong before on the screen. It's now 112-62 in favour of Worcester Wolves at the final whistle.
Oh.
Giants throw the ball away. And Surrey Scorchers keen to take as much time as they can in this offence. Might kick the ball out to Taylor. Williams fouled, so he will go to the line. Giants just with 23 points in this second half. Outscored nearly 2-1. So Williams gets the first of his.
Trianos is on the floor now for Giants. But, well, it'll take a miracle from here, even with Trianos on the floor.
Samplain looks for a 3. No good. Giants do get the steal.
Poor from Teo. Trianos looking for support. Shrugs off Teo, finds Callum Jones. And misses.
Gets his own rebound though. Misses again.
Sam Lane, I think that was, who knocked that in.
We'll give that to Sam Lane. His first points of the evening.
That's a charge, yeah. And Trianos. A bit silly. A bit silly from Jordan Williams.
Yes, I don't think you were watching the same game, right?
I was just thinking, why would you
give it a charge? No, he didn't.
No, I just thought, oh yeah, I thought, well, maybe they could just slow it down, but they don't need to. I suppose with 12 to go, they can do what they want pretty much, Dave.
And Williams finishes it off.
And that puts Williams on top for the Scorchers with 23 points.
So the game finishes with the Manchester Giants on 76 and the Surrey Scorchers on 90. Very disappointing game for the Giants, particularly in the second half. Outscored 23 to 47. So more than twice as many points for the Surrey Scorchers in that second half. Leading scorers, as you just said, for the Surrey Scorchers, Jordan Williams with 23 points, Quincy Taylor with 22, Teo Okundembe with 15, and Gab McRae with 14. Manchester Giants scorers were Yorick Williams and Callum Jones with 17 apiece. They're the only 2 players in double figures for the Giants. So, yet another defeat for the Giants. Keeps Surrey Scorchers in the playoff hunt. There will, of course, be further basketball action this weekend. And we do hope you'll get a chance to watch either the Leeds Force against Plymouth Raiders, Glasgow Rocks against Bristol Flyers, or Cheshire Phoenix against Sheffield Sharks. All those games taking place on Sunday. once again from the Trafford Sports Dome. Until we see you again, thank you very much for watching and good night.